Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Okay,
you
that's
can,
good.
yeah. So that what I mean is when you're practicing.
So remember, I mentioned that when you lie on bed, that's not really practice. That's only the extra point.
The extra point, yes. I know that.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a very good feedback. So that means if you, okay, so you say you lie down very good. And how about you sit? You got the same feeling?
Well, I can do sit up, do the circling.
No problem.
No problem.
Okay.
But you can feel more when you're lying down.
Okay, good. So this means you need to relax more when you're sitting.
Okay.
Yes, that's definitely. So when you're sitting, right? Remember, you want to make sure that you do. Did you do your eight brocades first?
What's that?
八段锦.
Oh yes, always.
Okay, and then you start thinking, relax, right?
Yes.
And then do that. Then you shook, and make sure that it's straight.
Yes.
And chin in. That's very, very important. And then pay extra attention to the relaxed part.
Okay.
Then you should be able to do very similar to your lying down.
Okay.
But that's very good. Very good. Yeah. So yes, extra points is very good, and that works. And that's always, you always will have that time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, only just remember and then doing that. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. Yeah.
Okay.
How about any other feedbacks? Other feedbacks? Any other feedbacks before we go to the next to the new one? Okay. So today's actually, so I have that. So the other class, actually Wednesday's class, Eugene was there as well. So someone was thinking the circling, he feels that he was doing a hula hoop, right? And so it seems that, but you don't need to do that. So seems you feel that you're doing that, and if you think in that way, that helps also. In fact, Eugene was saying that also, right? So you were thinking when you're doing the whole circling, and you think more or less you're leaning to the opposite direction, and it's easier for you to start the feeling. So other people can try that. This is just other people's feedback, and they feel that way. Yeah. Okay. So today's is a long path. So today the name is sinking to DanTian, sinking your qi to DanTian. Interesting is that the name is Qi Chen DanTian Fa. So this is the sinking qi to DanTian is kind of common word. A lot of people not doing Qigong, they use that, they heard that once in a while, meaning more or less in general term, they think calm down and more centered. But here, today's is different from what you think. So it's a sinking qi to DanTian method. Okay, how do we do that? Instructions is very simple. Inhale from your south pole to your qi hai, to your side, to your kidney. That's as usual. But then when we exhale, we go the same route, pass your south pole, go from your inside of your lap and the inside go down your legs. And once you pass your knee, you want to start tighten your anus a little bit, and then go all the way down to the bottom of your feet. That's exhale. Then inhale, go back all the way to the kidney. Exhale, go back to your feet. That's, and you do many times. How many seconds? How many minutes? Right, 10 minutes. Say. Then last one, straight back to your southpaw. That's it. Any questions on the instructions?
One more instruction, please. One more time.
Okay, good. So more or less you relax and you prepare, right? So always, so in this we start thinking, start counting. We are doing that starting from the inhale. So you prepare, you exhale out all your breathing, and you tighten it. Now you're starting inhaling as your E, thinking you're moving your chi from south pole to chi high to your waist to your kidney. That's, we did that many times, right? But now when we do exhale, so from kidney goes to your waist, go to your chi high, then go to your south pole, then go to your side of your leg, and then inside of your leg, pass your knee, go all the way down to the bottom of your feet. If you really want to save the point, that's Yongquan, but in general, that's fine also. That's exhale. So a long route, right? So from kidney to your feet. Then inhale from your feet, go the same path back to your kidney. Then continue doing this long route, long path, many times. 10 minutes.
When do you tighten your anus when you exhale?
Only exhale when you are passing your knees. That's because this one is because it's kind of far and you want to reach to further. So with your tighten, help to tighten.
Okay, I have a question, teacher.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When we exhale,
yes,
the E go down all the way to the bottom of the feet, and should we start to inhale from there or from the south pole?
Oh no, inhale, definitely inhale from your feet, right? Yeah, from your feet, yes.
And then from the head all the way back to
kidney.
All right. Oh, that's
yeah.
a long trip.
Yeah, it's a long path. Yeah, that's right. And then continue going that down and then back to your feet. I mean, from feet to kidney, kidney to feet. Yeah.
But does the inhale, second inhale, go from the bottom of the feet, then go through southpaw, then go to the DanTian?
No, to the kidney.
Okay.
To the kidney. Go through southpaw, go to your DanTian, go to your waist, go to your kidney.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
The same question. So the second cycle starts at the bottom of your feet. Is it correct?
Depending how you say second cycle. So, okay, okay, good. So forget the beginning or the starting. The cycle should be from your kidney to go through your DanTian, your south pole, inside of your legs to bottom of your feet. Then inhale from your feet to go through the same path to your kidney. Then continue doing this many times.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
So do not confuse about the beginning, the starting and the ending, right? Just like, so luckily everybody know Tai Chi, so it's easier. Give you an example. Cloud hands, right? So cloud hands. So if you want to tell someone, say, okay, we repeat 3 times. What's the repeat? Repeat left, right, turning waist and all those things. That's the repeat, right? But how we get into that? Oh, we first, from single whip, we turn, then we sink in single hands, then we finish this. That's the beginning, how to get into that repeat, right? And the end, so we repeat 3 times or even 5 times, right? So at the end, oh, I go 45 degree, I flip and I make a hook and do that. That's the ending of it, right? So same thing here. So we're starting from inhale from south pole to kidney. Then we do repeat. The kidney to bottom of the feet, bottom of the feet to kidney. That's continue repeat. Repeat many times. Say your 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then end. So you end at your south pole. That's it. Okay.
Another question.
Yeah.
So if for some reason during that we get, off track, and do we, to get back on track, start again from the way we did in the beginning, or can we start in one of the?
Very good, very good. Yeah, that definitely happen and happens often. So if you start off track and you still know, oh, I'm here on the certain, I still remember the path, right? And I already finished my exhaling. I haven't reached the bottom of my feet. Then using the stacking. So inhale a little bit, then continue finish that. So that's the stacking, you can use that. Just once a while, don't do that every time. And then there's another case that I just totally forgot where I am. Also just starting from the beginning. So doing from south pole to your kidney, and then do the repeat. Good question. Yeah, yes. So it's that definitely happen, and depending on the day, so sometimes it happens more often. Yeah. Okay, let's try it. Okay. Any feedback? Feelings? Actually, so today I can use a little bit. So when I see that maybe the camera angle, but I see some seems, so I use that. So from the top left, so it seems Angela, you're kind of leaning, your head is moving forward. Is that right? Okay, so don't do that because I have a comparison. So Albert is there next to you. So seems it's not the camera angle. Yes, yeah, see, now it's better. You're changing, right? Very good. For Elaine, I'm not quite sure. Is that because the camera is from the top? Seems
Yes.
you're changing too much.
Yeah. Yeah, the camera is on the top.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I did note, I did want to make sure my chin is tucked in.
Okay, yeah, so tucking and then tucking, then make sure that from here to here should be straight, right? Because you don't want this and then touching that, that's not good. So in, right? And so Alphonse, your chin can go in a little bit. Chin in. 下巴内收. Yes. Yeah. Because if I have two people, then I can always gauge because it's the camera angle will cancel it out, right? Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. So remember that change is very important. Okay. Okay. Any feedbacks? Any feelings?
I had a question.
Yeah.
So you told us how to start, but how do we finish?
Oh, okay. So finish. Two ways to finish. You inhale from the bottom of your feet, go back to your south pole. That's it.
Okay.
And if you really want planning, if you're planning ahead, say like you break, you want to do a long break, you can say, oh, I'm ready to stop. So you go, so the last one you go to start thinking and you go to your kidney and then do the last ones. It's the most so long, slow things move back to the south pole. That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good.
I have two questions, teacher.
Yes.
The first one is how long do we have to tighten the anus?
From after you passing your knee, then finish at the end of the exhale.
Okay, so
Yeah.
from the knee to the end, all that time the anus has to be tightened.
Yes, gradually, right? So starting to the end, which is the bottom of your feet. Yes.
And the second question is, when we finish exhale, start the inhale, is there any turnaround or just flip over from the upward for the inhale?
Inhale, just go to the same route, reverse back.
So we exhale and to the bottom of the feet, and then from there, the same point, we inhale.
Same point, yes.
Okay.
Same point.
Good.
And
Thank you.
back to inhale, yes. Yeah. Good.
Teacher, when the E travels through the legs, you want us to think about the inside,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes. Yes. Inside of your lap, inside, yeah. So the in part. The Chinese yin and yang, the yin part, which is just happen to be the yin, IN part, inside. Yeah.
So I assume that the yeast travels steadily when it is along your leg or on your waist and kidney, right?
Yes,
Because
yes.
the leg is longer. So
Yes, that's why it's longer. So you need to adjust your thinking, right?
so do you travel faster? The E
Yes, you have to
travel
travel
faster
back.
on the
You
leg.
have to, because right, so we're assuming that you are using your maximum length of your breathing. Say say how many seconds? Say randomly 10 seconds. Now So the first at the beginning, from South Pole to your kidney, 10 seconds. Now I know you only have, you have only 10 seconds. So you go from here to end of your feet. Should be only 10 seconds, 10 seconds as well, right? So you need to start thinking about your E a little faster, because otherwise you're running out of your breath.
Thank you.
Yeah, and actually, so this is bring up a good question. I need to mention. So different people feel different ways easier. Some people they think very precise. The path is very narrow. Then they say, oh, I can really feel that, so I go. Otherwise, I have to wait until the feeling come out, right? So getting slower. So a lot of times got stuck or got not synchronized with your breathing. Some people say, oh, I'm just don't think much detail. Say, oh, from a kidney, exhale, go through the path, and then I know I did many times, and then only here go inside and would think very vaguely. So say instead of very narrow path, right? So I think that it's vaguely, just that part, right? Inside, yeah, definitely inside. You don't want to go to the top side or right side, and then go here. And some people feel that, oh, that's easier to get the feeling. So everybody can do that. Oh, the other thing is that, because that's yesterday's. So someone somehow, she said that, oh, her breathing always is very long. So somehow she said she feels that she wants to start from the head. I said, no, don't do that. This one we're working on this path, right? So right here, it's long enough. Don't do that. Then she said because she feels something on her head. Then I realized, okay, that's because she feels something, and then definitely her E goes up. Remember I said that. So if we are working on this path, other places besides on the path has some feeling. That's normal. But sure, do not focus on that part.
Teacher.
Yeah, so still go here. Don't think about that. So then you need to focus, really focus to come back to the right path. And in fact, so sorry, after I finish. So in fact, this brings up another. So I remember I try not to mention about the specific benefit. In fact, there's a notes that I copied that my teacher said. So certain methods is working is specific benefit certain parts. In fact, this one is that if you have a headache, you do this, but don't think about it here. So you just do this and supposedly get the bad chi, or say the tension or something uncomfortable. If you do this, it will go. That's sinking and goes to the bottom of your feet. In fact, specific instruction is that I'll go through your Yongquan. So there's a point, acupuncture point. Through that point go out. So remember, I say I don't want to say try to eliminate those people think that's mystery or magical things, but that's the idea. So if you feel other things in other parts of your body, do not focus on that. Continue focusing on the path. Yeah. Okay, so Agnes.
I use my E when I exhale from South Pole, then go to both inner legs and go to the Yongquan.
Yeah.
My E did that. However,
yes.
I don't feel my qi is going through my both inner legs and go to the Yongquan. I don't feel that. When I practice the circling the qi, and I certainly feel my qi was circling inside my waist area.
Good.
But this time I don't feel anything, even though my yi was going there.
Yes, yes, that's normal. And after all, this is new for us, right? So in order to get the similar feeling like you're doing circling qi, so see, now it's easier for me to explain to you. So circling qi, you can have that feeling. So your yi and the feeling will follow, right? So remember, this is we're working on that, using your yi to direct your qi. Yes, this is a new path. You've never been there before. Although you try, you would not have the feeling. But how to get that feeling? Just try it by trying it. Even without the feeling, you just have to try it. Like I said, so how to try, say, okay, I want to think very specifically, very narrow path. See what happens. Will I have more feeling, or faster, easier to get that feeling? If it's not, so you try, say, 10 times. Not. Then start thinking about the other, just very vaguely, very wide, right? But the path. And then see whether both will always will work also. But yes, you need to practice more in order to get the feeling, the same feeling as your circling qi.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
Well, when we practice that technique, could we apply the same time the stacking breathing?
Stacking?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I mentioned earlier, right? When Eugene asked, so see if somehow you lost track, you lost focus, and then if you're in the halfway and you don't have enough breathing, but you're only halfway. So if you know that, you do stacking, yes. But remember, stacking is only once a while. So say if it's 10 times or 15 times you need once, then that's fine. But you don't want every 3 times you do a stacking. Then that means you are not in the right range of the speed and synchronizing. So once a while, you can use stacking.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's exactly the technique that I introduced. That so already, remember we introduced that earlier, and now we start to have a more longer length, right? Like I embrace the qi, so go here longer. So once a while people miss the stacking. Same thing here. This is like everybody noticed that it's kind of long. But should be no problem. Then you try it and be able to do it. Any other questions?
Kind of more basic question that I realized because this exercise highlighted it. So, for example, if I'm breathing right from the South Pole to the DanTian, I realize my E is in the right of way at the DanTian and thinking about the flow, as opposed to as a point moving from between the two.
More or less you're polling?
Kind of. Well, it's not necessarily polling, but I'm thinking my E is at the DanTian and the flow that's coming into it, right? And yes,
yeah, so
the flow between the points. I guess you could describe it as pulling, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the other direction, right? To
yeah.
the south.
So this is good. So if this is your from DanTian to South Pole, but then you need to continue. Then
yes.
Then you need to skip to there and then do polling, then skip to the polling. If you think that way, yes, definitely
well,
it's possible.
So from there, it's usually following the point or 2 points, depending.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, definitely. I know that people have this way of thinking that's so sort of like something leading you, not holding. So leading you.
Kind of, or like something that's filling up, right?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Especially when the direction is down to the south, to the South Pole, right? It's kind of filling up. But I'm thinking about the destination at that point.
Yes, yeah.
Here it's highlighted as a little bit of awkward at first because, but then I have to continue.
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
So that's why I started thinking, well, should I really be moving along a point and then, right, rather than switching kind of the mode? But does it matter?
That doesn't matter. As long as you feel the best for you to get the feeling out, to release the qi. So actually, so in the past, there's some student, actually 2 students, they have dogs. So they say, it's just like a dog pulling you. So they go, right? So you're thinking, they're thinking a little ahead. So the qi was just sort of a follow, right? So that's their analogy, and then work for them. So I guess there's a vivid image for them. And I do have one student that seems is pushing. So something you're pushing a car, so you're just pushing like that. So either way, or some people just don't think that. I'm just blank thinking, okay, here, just go, right? So yes, it's all good as long as it's work for you.
Okay.
As long as it's relaxed.
Yeah. And then as we do this, I'm understanding that's why you have to do at least 15 minutes, because then you have time to ask yourself these questions, experiment and figure out what actually works, rather than saying, oh, I got this. Like,
Yes,
no, not really.
Yes, definitely. So earlier we'll just do several times, right? And 5 times, some people that, the second time, the third time, I get a hang of it. I know the rough speed so that I can synchronize with my breathing and the traveling, right? Okay, that's good. But you want to optimize it. How do you optimize? You practice consecutive. Remember I said that you need a consecutive. So consecutively, then you can really figure out the detail, the nuance. Say like you're shooting, right? So if you miss the target, oh, what did I do? Oh, too high. Then you just aim a little, oh, too low. Okay, so I try it, right? So, but you need to practice many times so that you, and one after the other, so that you can adjust. You can figure out the right way for yourself to do. And once you figured out, oh, okay, I'm just go and shoot. I can hit the target. Oh, maybe no problem, right? But before that, you need to practice getting used to that. Oh, this is the way that I can get my feeling the most strongly. Yeah. Good. How about try once together?
Yes, it's getting easier and quicker.
Okay, good. So you're easier to synchronize and the feeling, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yeah, good. See, only several times, right? So 5 times, this is 5 times, and then you start getting the hang of it, right? How about others? Any other?
I find it. Oh, go ahead.
The first time, my tummy made lots and lots of noises.
Okay.
The second time, I was falling asleep.
Oh, okay. So you're very relaxed. You get used to that. More or less, your autopilot. Then it's very easy to get to sleep. That's very common. That's why open your eyes halfway. You don't want to really close it. And if you try that and if you feel that you're really tired, then you go sleep first. Take a nap, then come back to do that. And if you feel that I'm kind of awake with energy, I don't need to take a nap. But somehow when I start doing this, I just tend to go to sleep. That happens because you know you can relax. So you just blinking your eyes several times, meaning open, close, open, close. Then you will be able to awake and then continue doing that.
Okay, thank you.
Good, good, yeah. So how about you start, besides those feeling, other feeling, you have those chi feeling, sort of?
This time, just the tummy rumbling.
Okay.
Is that normal too?
Yes, definitely it's normal. Plus, remember last time we were mentioned about it. So when you needed to start, say, how far away from your meal? This is right.
Yeah,
so
I haven't. It's almost dinner time here.
Yeah, yes. So you're a little hungry now, so yeah. That's why it's rumbling. And so usually we say that 30 minutes before your meal, that's fine. So you can work until you finish, and then you wait 30 minutes to have your meal. And after the meal, definitely you want to wait for 1 hour because it's full stomach. You don't want to work on that area. Okay.
I'm not really sure what qi feels like. I mean, I get the tingling feelings sometimes, but
yes,
what does qi feel like?
That's the qi feeling, tingling, warmness. Some people has warmness. Some people even feel a little chill, cold, not uncomfortable cold. It's just good feeling cold. And some even feel like numbness. And I just about to say that. So far, maybe you feel that, but you did not think that's the feeling. You feel like a pulse, like a pulsation. So you more or less you can we say here your pulse.
Okay.
Right. So all those are the qi feeling, and sometimes so your feeling and the other feeling will have some overlap, but not necessarily all of them. And plus, remember I said that one could cold, there could be warm. So a lot more people feel warmness. So far I have probably 30 some students. There's a 2 feel cold. Actually, those 2 people, besides the cold feeling, their feeling is very, very strong.
Okay, so sometimes when every morning now I'm doing a Qigong and Tai Chi class.
Yes.
We do a good half an hour of Qigong and 15 minutes of Tai Chi.
Okay.
And I sometimes do the breathing when I'm doing the Qigong.
Okay.
And that makes me sweaty.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Little sweaty. I suppose that's all right. But
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Any other feedback? Yeah, Manny. You're mute. You're mute. You're mute. Mute. You.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
When you said that we can use stocking, 叠气,
Yeah.
but the 叠气 only can use inhale. How about the happen to exhale?
Same thing.
We can use 叠气,
Yeah.
but when you teach us, is teach the stacking is in inhale.
Yes. Yeah.
How about it's in exhale?
Yes.
This pathway we cannot use 叠气, right?
Yes, definitely. So your exhale is just, if you're up here, I just inhale then continue, right? So yes, I teach you when you do the inhale, right?
Right.
But for the exhale, you definitely can do that. So if you out of breath, they inhale, then you just exhale, then inhale. If you exhale out of exhale, you inhale, then exhale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I thought.
Yeah, I thought that goes without saying. No. You definitely can do that.
Okay, either way we can use.
Yeah. You
A
can.
second question. I don't know why with this pathway related to the DanTian, the name 气沉丹田. What
you say that? This
right?
is
Today
the
we are
DanTian法. Yeah.
But the whole pathway is anything related to 气沉丹田.
Yeah.气沉丹田法. Yeah.
Oh.
So what's your definition of 气沉丹田? I never tell you what's the 气沉丹田 definition, right?
But the most step is 气沉丹田, right? You hold your 气丹田.
Which one?
All the class now, the technique that you always one step always when qi come to the always hold the 气沉丹田, right?
No.
Hold your qi in 丹田. But in this one.
Oh no, wait. So see again. So in the beginning of the class, I just said that. So 气沉丹田, a lot of people, it's a kind of general idea. It's outside of Qigong. So your friends that never learn Qigong, they will say, oh, 气沉丹田. So what's that? A lot of people, it's a vague idea, sort of, I get my qi, what's qi? I get my center. Qi Chen Dantian, it's a general term. It's very vague.
Okay.
I never say any definition of Qi Chen Dantian in the Qigong class, or say, okay, you're thinking of a qi, but I did not say Qi Chen Dantian. Plus, this we call the Qi Chen Dantian Fa. So the method of Qi Chen Dantian. So this is go get your qi as low as possible.
Qi goes to the knee that as low as possible. That's why we.
Yeah, that's go as low as possible. That's Qi Chen, your Dantian. Plus, remember, and when we say Qi Chen Dantian, so which Dantian you are talking about?
It's in the qi hai in that area.
Yeah, so there's a Sang Dantian, Xia Dantian, your Zhong Dantian. So,
Okay.
so that's why the Qi Chen Dantian is a general term. Outside of our class, everybody has sort of a vague idea what's Qi Chen Dantian. Right? When we are talking about here in this method, this style, the Qi Chen Dantian Fa is this. Get your qi to as low as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So this definition, right? And hence this can benefit. It can help you if you have headache, you have some anxiety. You just do this. Try this. Not get all your bad qi, not from top to the bottom, even to your Dantian, and past your Dantian goes to sink to outside of your body. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Elaine?
Yeah. When I practice this, even though my hands feel warm,
Yeah.
but my legs feel cold.
Okay.
And
Yes.
actually, I have the same feeling when I practice the circling and the embrace.
Circling.
And the
Oh,
embrace.
wait. So for circling, you feel the warmness here, but your hands cold?
No, hands are just normal, but my legs are usually legs feel cold.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
It's okay.
That's fine. Definitely is okay. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. So it's a different feeling, and so just focus on what you're doing. That's
Okay.
normal.
And another thing I noticed is that I think more and more I feel like when I practice Qigong, I am more sensitive to my environment.
Yes. So sensitive to your environment, sensitive to your body.
Yeah.
You can feel the inside. What's happening, sort of, right?
Yes, and I like to do it outside, but nowadays, I feel like I can't do that anymore because
distract.
Yes.
Yes.
I can feel like just the tiniest breeze or something. I just feel like I need to close all my windows now.
That's right. That's right. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Because we're start more focusing inward, and you will feel that you know your body, the tiny little changes. Mm-hmm. And outside, definitely, that's even. So that's why this could sometimes, if you really focus, that will you feel that's a big noise and kind of very annoying. Yes, yes, definitely. So that's why remember I say you want to enclose the place, not let people to disturb you, especially you're focusing, doing for a longer time. In the class, that's fine. So because we're still not focused. When you go into the focus mode, right? So that's a state that between your alert and sleep. You will sometimes, I guess it's up to now. So when you practice yourself, some people will start feeling that. So you're in different state, right? And that state, you're very alert, very sensitive, and you don't want noise to disturb you. And yes, actually you can hear even clearer. So little tiny thing, or even house settling. So earlier I was just hear, I guess wind, or I hear. So it's not house, but I sort of can feel that. Yes, yeah. Right. Yes, this is another benefit, or say another stage that you go through, and definitely. And so, if in fact at this time, if you try the DanTian 呼吸, just focus on your the qi hai, you will feel even more stronger of that feeling.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, teacher, one more thing. When you mentioned to the bottom of our feet, for today's practice, did you mention go to the Yongquan?
Yes.
Okay.
Go through Yongquan. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you really want to think, if you feel that, see, very detailed, nuance, fine thing, like I said, right? So the dirt, let the dust going down out of Yongquan.
Okay.
If you want to think.
Okay.
So that's a little mysterious or magical thing, right? Remember I say I tried to eliminate that, but here it was like that.
Can I ask where's Yongquan?
Oh, where's Yongquan? Yongquan. So my wife said that I shouldn't do it. So Yongquan is here. About 2/3 from your bottom of the about 2/3 in the center. So yeah, actually, if you bend your toes, you will feel like a dent area. That's about right. Yeah. Okay. Alphonse already got the see from the see his cell phone case. Can you see that? See, that's the feet, and that's 2/3. Yeah, but remember I said that. So you can think, you can have that idea, and you don't need to really find that, but just think, go make your bottom of your feet swollen, right? It will find the Yongquan. So yeah, so don't really need to really think or understand that. If you once your chi feeling stronger, you can tell me. So for Agnes, actually, so is this time better, more feeling?
I think probably I need to practice more in order to have the feeling.
Okay.
Also, when my E past the both inner knees, and I need to contract the anus. Somehow, when I contract the anus, I felt like I was interrupted in the flow of my chi.
Okay, then do not even think about tighten the anus. Don't think that. Yeah. So if that's sort of disrupt you, don't do that. You don't have to. I'm only telling you that. So some people will feel that it's getting too far. I need some kind of boost. So because this is not a say pressure build up. You have to. Remember, we have the concentrated chi or press. So the area, the pressure going to build up, and you have to. But this is just help and kind of far. So I help. But if you feel that the benefit is less, then don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So your regular, and then when you exhale, your whole area, right? So your lower ab gonna contract, right? Because then that's it. And it might work more for you. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah. So go and practice. And at least now I can see that most of people, you start have the feeling one method over the other, or right. So now you want to try to remember the feeling that you have. So for that particular method, so you can try that. So all the things, right? And then you start doing that, and so practice a certain growth chi, right? And then you start gonna practice the more technique or practice one or moving one. You can pick the one that you have the most feeling to start with, and then to say for you, Agnes, right? So say if the circling chi, you can feel that, then just do say 15, 20 times, then start the other that you don't have, because for some reason that technique you are most familiar with, and so the way that you're doing probably is the best. Say in terms of the focus, how tight, how loose your E, and the breathing. Then you want to use that as a as a stepstone to the next. So you get into your special mode. Oh, I can feel that, and I try that, and try to see, oh, did I use a lot E, Did I, like I said, so do you use a very thin E or your wide E, or try to figure out the nuance? Now, like Elaine started thinking of feeling something that I never mentioned to you, right? So you can feel the lot of distance, a lot of differences. Then, oh, this is the way I'm doing that, and I can feel the most of chi. Then try to use that, apply to the next one, which you don't have the feeling just yet. Try that. That will help you to speed up. Yeah, because after all, everybody has one or two or several that you can feel that. Then based on that, then you can go to the next. It will be easier. Yeah. Okay, any other questions before I call up? Yeah, see, now it's just the instructions actually is pretty straightforward, right? And only just need to practice. Yeah. Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.